I'm going to Pittsburgh tomorrow for a bachelor party. Everyone's favorite city to go to in April. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's what they're saying. The
You're
streets are saying it.
gonna you're gonna work in a steel mill for
Going to
the
Primanti
bachelor party.
Brothers. That's all I really care
Oh,
about.
all right.
My father and I used to watch all of those Food Network, the food challenge shows.
Like the
And
Bobby Flay and
no,
the
no, not we watched like the Travel Channel ones
Oh, okay.
where it was like, do you like weird foods or big foods? Go to these
Yeah,
places, and
I
that's
like
what we
both.
watched. This was like if Diners, Dive-Ins, and Drives had no host and just a narrator and was way less interesting, and also, if I remember, spent a lot more time in, like, Central Indiana.
Okay.
So, a lot of tenderloin on that show.
Yeah. I see our go-to for that kind of content is whatever's on HGTV at 9:00 PM, which is usually a show called My Lottery Dream House.
Dudes doing houses, same
Are you
thing.
familiar with
I
My
Yeah,
Lottery
it's
Dream
people who
House?
won a very marginal amount of money.
So it's either that or sometimes it's people who inherited a bunch of money
Okay.
from a recently deceased relative. And
That
now
should be a different show. This is Bad Landing.
nope, it's hitting it's the same. It's exactly the same as hitting the lottery.
One of my wife's friends' dads won the lottery, and they built their dream house.
Oh
Right, it's a
wow.
lovely house. So, he's dead now.
Well, someone inherited
Someone's living.
his
Yeah,
lottery
exactly.
winnings
That's a
and
better
now
show.
Ortiz into deep right field. Back is Sheffield. We'll see you later tonight.
He gives it to Wycheck.
There's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos. It will be a home run.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Pass caught by Des Bryant.
Hello and welcome back to Derek Likes Sports, a podcast where everything is fine. I am Derek and I like sports, and today joining me making his triumphant return to the show is Mike Held. I talked to Mike a couple months ago about mostly hats, and he returned to the show and we talked about music, how music and sports have a nice little relationship. So I hope you enjoy this episode. I do want to say off the top, any intellectual property lawyers, if you're listening, all the music that we play in this episode is fair use. We used it so fairly. We're just commenting on it. We are educating the viewer. You will not find anything more fairly used than the music in this episode. So, yeah, that's it. We will not cease. We will not desist. And, that's all you need to know off the top. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the show. That certainly helps. Follow on the social medias. Subscribe on every single podcast app you can think of. Leave a review also if you like the show. If you don't like the show, don't leave a review. But if you like it, leave a review. And yeah, that's all I have off the top here. So let's kick it to my conversation. Kick it? What am I doing? Let's listen to the conversation Mike and I had.
So as the listener can hear, my voice is on its last RFK legs at the moment.
So this is Mike Likes Sports now, featuring
It is.
Derek.
That's right.
Thank
you for having me.
I've taken Devesh's spot. This is my show now. We're changing the acronym.
I've taken Devesh's spot. You've taken my spot.
I'm taking Derek's spot. So
it's like my daughter's favorite game. She's like, you be mommy, I'll be Elliot. Mommy will be the cat, and we're all just confused. Like, well, I can't get a character. I don't know.
Someone else.
What's my motivation?
So no, thank you for having me. This is a very exciting topic.
I'm very excited about this. And this was, I'm going to give you credit right off the top. This was fully your idea. And I think it was brilliant.
This idea came to me because living in upstate New York, winter is long and dark. It's actually still kind of winter. It snowed today. I've had to scrape my car off the last 2 days. For reference, we're recording this on April the 8th. It is legally spring, technically spring, astrologically spring, one of those words. It's not.
Astrological.
It's not spring.
That would be like we're fully in Pisces month,
Yeah,
so it should be spring.
Spring break is over, but it's not spring. And what has been getting me through my late night walks with the dogs has been listening to everyone's favorite NFL films. There is
Oh, yeah.
nothing better than walking in 12-degree temperatures while listening to classic battle. You never know. It just makes life feel better. It makes it feel like you are Fran Tarkenton running down the field, driving to win the 1968 Super Bowl, something Fran Tarkenton definitely didn't do, but it feels that way. And it makes life so much better. And then I thought, God, there's so much music associated with sports. So much, too much, probably. And that's how this came to be.
And any of the music that we play today, whenever you're listening to it, we're doing for educational purposes.
Yeah, legally own nothing here.
Of course. It's all educational. We're trying to educate the viewer, and that makes
providing
it fair
commentary.
Use. That's right. We're
commentating.
Commentary. We are educating. We are fairly using.
Yes, I agree. This is the fairest use.
Proprietary media.
Sam Spence would be very, very on board, I'm sure.
Sam Spence. Should we start there? Should we start with
rest in peace? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think so.
Gotta be.
I think I mean, a serious journalist, educator, podcaster would have come in knowing exactly when
he
passed. But oh yeah, that is usually the word
February
I look for.
6th, 2016. Lived a long life. He was born in 1927. Good for him.
He got out at a good time.
Good for him. So
he never saw the Cubs win.
He did not see the Cubs win. Yeah, NFL films. This is kind of what started. I mean, I can't say it's what started music. This was not the first song.
I think it might have been.
It's close. I mean, there was the Beatles, I guess, and then NFL films.
I don't know.
And it's great. Look, I'll be honest with you. I've probably never watched an NFL film. Truly, like outside of like they occasionally would show clips of them on ESPN growing up, but like I don't think I ever sat down and was like, let me watch NFL films right now. Never did that. But I learned these from Madden because they needed filler tracks in Madden and they used these. And it was like this and I can't think of the guy's name, but as a franchise mode player in Madden 2006, they had like an actual sports talk radio host.
Yeah. It was
Tony something.
Tony
Khan. No, not Tony Khan. Tony Khan's a different guy. And not Tony Kornheiser.
It was not Tony Kornheiser. It was wasn't Tony Reale.
Tony Bruno.
Tony Bruno.
Tony Bruno. And I thought it was the coolest thing going.
It was awesome.
Because they actually like included stats from the week before. They don't do that in these games anymore.
They don't do that.
And it was like, this makes it feel kind of real. Reggie Bush ran for 1,096 yards last week against the Raiders. He was our player of the week. Great job. Q.
He didn't even care about how clunky it sounded with the
Q classic battle by Sam Spence. And it was great. And I think the music really added a lot to those games. And it kind of made you appreciate it. Also, a lot of these, not a lot, at least 2 of Sam Spence's songs were used in SpongeBob.
Was the Raiders used?
Oh, I don't know which ones for sure, but we have been watching SpongeBob with my daughter because she's 1.5 years old and definitely an appropriate age to watch SpongeBob. And it's just like shown up in the background. It's like just there's Sam Spence playing while SpongeBob is in a grilling competition against Neptune.
This is the Raiders song.
Yeah. This was I think they were the only team that got their own.
Yeah.
This one's really good. I think the one I specifically called out was Quest for the Silver Trophy. Underappreciated, I think.
A real groovy track.
You know why I like this. It's Steely Dan. It's Boz Scaggs. It's like disgusting lyrics away from being your dad's favorite song from 1974. Like, it's so catchy and just it's got that groove and that bass line with those drums. It's so good. And I don't know what NFL team from this era would have possibly inspired this. Because this is like high-powered air raid offense.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is
Wait,
peak,
who
this,
today?
This is peak Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like peak, not what we've seen in the last couple of years. This is peak Mahomes offense. This is, I think, like what the Bills want. The Bills want Josh Allen, like
They want
this coming out, and they're not getting this.
And instead they get the Price is Right fail music.
Yeah,
That's their. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not sports though. Some days, well, kind
No.
of. There's like 2 days a year where the Price is Right is loosely sports, and they were a couple weeks ago. The first 2 days of March Madness, the college basketball subreddit does a game thread for the Price is Right because it's on right before the 12:15 games.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's very good. So, really good bit there.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
That is great.
Classic battle, perhaps the showcase showdown.
Nice.
So
that was Sam Spence. We owe him a lot. Your
Yeah.
dog owes him a lot.
Yeah, I do. I've lost weight because of him. He's a hero in my book. So that man's
What
a
a guy.
hero.
What a guy.
I've never seen a picture of him before, but honestly,
There he is.
that picture is exactly what I was imagining.
Uh,
Maybe like
yeah.
a bowler hat, but like that's it.
There's some other. Let me pull up. There was another good one where he looked like.
It looks like Conan. In his Wikipedia picture, he sort of looks like Conan.
This one. Yeah. Conan. Also a little like Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the hair, I think.
Yeah. Wispy, floppy.
Do you think those pictures are from the same day? They might
yes,
be. Yeah.
I do.
So,
Although, I think this first one is like early on in the recording session. He's a little more.
he
his hair's a
hasn't
little more
quite hit it
slicked.
yet.
And then here he's getting into it.
He's getting into the
Hair.
classic battle.
The hair.
Autumn be thundering.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
yeah, but we owe a lot to him. Truly a
We
hero.
do. And he was great. I mean, he's kind of he's the step after a sporting event where you're kind of reliving it.
Yeah.
And he's setting
Yes,
the soundtrack.
he's the highlights.
to that. Yeah.
One I didn't send you because I couldn't find it was like Sports Center music from
Oh, yeah.
from peak Sports Center era when they would actually show highlights and talk about them. They had like different themes for each sport, not just like it was good stuff.
And they kind of found a good balance of like the music was kind of invisible in a way.
Yeah, it was great back. It was like a film score. It's you
Yeah.
notice if it's not there, but
Yeah.
it doesn't overtake things.
And then there's also like the fastest 3 minutes with Chris Berman.
I
It
do
had-
the
that's
voice
had
of
a
my daughter
specific, like-
sleeping next to me. So, yeah,
I would
yeah,
do it, but my voice is failing me.
Yeah,
But it's like dun
you can
dun
imagine.
dun
Yeah, that's
dun
good.
dun dun.
That was very repetitive, but yeah,
But
that
it's-
one
it's
it
3
was like
min-
the
it's the
same
fastest 3
6
minutes.
notes all the way through.
Yeah. It's
So-
like it's like a 10-second loop.
Like how about a slice of Piazza?
Oh, nice segue.
It's almost like I know what's coming.
Beautiful. It's almost like you knew
So
what songs you had sent me. We got Belle and Sebastian. Was this song in Juno?
ho ho, this song sure was in Juno, and that's definitely how I found it. Piazza, New York Catcher. Juno, I don't think it holds up. This is not Mike Likes Movies. That's a different podcast that doesn't exist. You can think about it though. I don't have good movie takes.
Maybe someday it'll exist.
But Juno, the soundtrack was very formative for me, and this song specifically was really formative. Piazza, New York Catcher by Belle and Sebastian. This song is specifically about a period when there were a lot of rumors about whether or not Mike Piazza was gay, and reporters
Right.
kept asking him about it. This song is chock full of references to San Francisco and the Bay Area and Mike Piazza and the ballpark. At the time, I'm assuming this was when it was Candlestick. Except that ballpark was never Candlestick, but that
No, I
region.
think- Well, yeah, would have been like 90s?
Yeah, this would Belle and Sebastian's affirmatively the 90s. This might have even been early 2000s, but
Okay.
really catchy tune. This is another genre that we kind of talked about was athletes getting name dropped
Yes.
or referenced, or teams getting name dropped in songs, and this was kind of the first one I popped up with. Really lovely little ditty there. If you've never heard it, check it out. It's Belle and Sebastian, so it's indie trash, and
A little folksy.
if you like Garden State, you'll probably like this. That's my real Belle and Sebastian take. Is I like Garden State, so I like this.
I just realized I'm not sharing the visuals here. I had visuals.
Ah, there we go.
Piazza, New York Catcher.
There's references, I think, in this song to Willie Mays.
Yes.
There's references to the ballpark being the Tenderloin, in the Tenderloin district. Yeah, just a fun little song. The catcher hits for 318, catches every day. That's Mike Piazza. Pitcher puts religion first and rests on holidays. Most people think that that's Sandy Koufax there because of he doing that thing. Although the next line's Cathedrals, which that was not Sandy Koufax. He was the other side there. So,
right.
but a really cool little song. Repetitive.
So yeah, the lyric, the catcher hits for 318 and catches every day. Do you do you think Mike Piazza ever hit 318?
He might have gotten close.
He hit exactly 318 in 1993.
Then this song probably came out in 1994, right?
When he was on the Dodgers. And the best batting average of his career was 97. He hit 362.
Mike Piazza underrated somehow.
I know.
Really?
I was on his on his baseball reference page
that guy
today.
could hit, dude.
Yeah.
That guy was okay. Here we go. From Wikipedia, I'm just gonna lift this straight up because I'm good at this. Fangraphs sabermetric Carson Sestouli attempted to find the exact date of the game depicted in the song, which describes Piazza as hitting for a 318 batting average. He concluded that Belle and Sebastian are probably not referring to a specific Mets and Giants games, or if they are, it's likely a game from August of 2002 with a reference to a batting average from a different date.
Okay, so at some point in the season he was hitting 318.
Yeah, probably.
Or
they wrote the song and then looked it up and were like 318 fits into what we need.
They had his baseball card, flipped it over.
Piazza also
that was the only way to know.
Publicly addressed the song for the first time just last year.
Was that in the article? That the headline was something like Mike Piazza is alive and well and living in Italy or something like that?
Yeah. Well done.
Is that the exact headline?
That's, in fact, the exact title of that article. Mike Piazza is alive and well and living in Italy. From the Intelligencer. Well done.
There we go.
Yeah. He felt flattered, obviously, because anytime you're remembered in pop culture like that, it's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice to be remembered in pop culture. So
the like first Mike Piazza moment that comes to my head is probably similar for a lot of people, was when the bat with Roger Clemens, where his bat broke and Clemens picked it up and threw it at him.
That's one of my first sports memories. That specific moment. The dumbest thing about that was Clemens saying, "Oh, I wasn't throwing it at him. I was throwing it to get it off the field." I think he said he thought it was the ball, which really opens things up to more questions of, well, why the hell were you throwing the ball at him? Like,
shouldn't you have been throwing it to first?
Speaking of athletes, Rocket Man, he was mentioned. That song was about him, right? Elton John.
Oh, of course, yeah,
probably, yeah. He knew it was coming.
Definitely. Yeah.
Roger Clemens, one of my least favorite Yankees. Just the word. He's up in George's box, and one day he'll be in George's box somewhere else. So all the dramatic moments here in hell.
If he thought that Broken Bat was a ball, maybe it's right he's not in the Hall of Fame.
God, for real, that guy doesn't deserve shit.
Yeah,
go to hell.
Another I had never heard of this. The
baseball project.
Don't call them Twinkies.
So, okay, I need to explain the baseball project first before explaining this song. So the baseball project is the closest thing that we have to REM right now. The band REM. This is half of the original members of REM. This is Peter Buck and Mike Mills. Yeah,
but no Stipe.
No Michael Stipe and no fourth guy who I listened to that entire podcast about this band, and 90% of it was naming their names, and I can't remember it. But anyway, yeah, it was. It's them plus a few other guys, few other people, from other bands. So they're a super group technically.
Did not
Member
realize
of
this.
Dream Syndicate, couple other bands here and there. They and they've done 2 albums all about baseball.
Amazing.
But the other thing with it is that it's not just them. They invite other bands or members of bands to come on and do songs about whatever they want. Now, a lot of these songs they're really good because, like, I mean, Bill Berry or Peter Buck and Mike Mills. Bill Berry, that's the other one that I was thinking of, the other member of REM. Like Peter Buck and Mike Mills, incredibly talented musicians and great songwriters, who are writing these songs all about baseball. And the one I have kind of latched onto the most, there's 2 of them. There's the first one that we're not gonna really talk about is The Straw That Stirs the Drink. I didn't send you that one.
About Reggie
That one
Jackson?
is about the '78 Yankees and specifically Reggie Jackson, the whole Straw That Stirs the Drink thing. The one I sent you, though, is one featuring my favorite band very heavily. This is by or featuring Craig Finn and other members of the Hold Steady. This is Please Don't Call Them Twinkies. This song was written and released around when the Twins opened their new ballpark, when Target Field opened and they got rid of the Metrodome. And they brought this in as kind of they used it for a little bit as like an anthem for the Metrodome, or for Target Field, not the Metrodome. There's a line in it referencing
There's a line
the new
about
field
not
at the end.
playing in the dome anymore
Yep.
or something like that. Yeah.
But this whole song is basically a history of the Twins in song form through their 3 World Series appearances, describing what would be, 68 it would be. Is that right? Would they have been the Twins?
65.
65, yeah, against the
65,
Dodgers,
87,
and
and
then
91.
87 and 91, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a really I love this song because it's a very Hold Steady song, and it's very much, like, silly and kind of fun in the same way that it's still all about baseball, and it's probably the only song to ever reference Zolio Versailles.
So, yeah. And that I went down a Zolio Versailles rabbit hole this afternoon because I did not realize he won an MVP
Yeah.
in 1965.
He sure did. He's one of this was a trivia question I used a few months ago. One of like 4 non I think it's 4 non-Americans to have like won an MVP before some year. He was one of the first ones.
Yeah, he was from Cuba.
Yeah, he's Cuban.
Yeah. And I noticed he had a strikingly low career wins above replacement.
Could maybe are we gonna say that he's maybe the worst MVP of all time?
So he had a career wins above replacement of 12.6.
And how much of that comes from his one season is the question.
7.2.
Wow.
So he had a few negative years.
Okay. Ryan Howard, I don't think belongs on that list.
How so?
Okay,
like
Ryan
shouldn't have been an MVP or
no? Well, I think Ryan Howard probably is dragged down a lot by his defense. Here is my guess.
Yeah.
Probably
if he had played today,
correct
in the National League, he would have
probably would have been
yeah,
a lot
that's
higher
true.
on, or a lot not on this list.
Yeah, but he had Zolio he had the lowest for an AL MVP, lowest career WAR.
That's so cool.
Of anyone.
That's
and then
so
I also
cool.
I broke out every player name dropped in this song.
Well, I was gonna see how well I could do on this without looking, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
There it is. And he was the worst of those by
I'm not
a decent,
not surprised.
a decent margin.
This is what are the 5 Hall of Famers there? Yeah.
I realized I somehow missed Joe Mauer was a Hall of Famer. So
It's more
congratulations,
recent.
Joe Mauer.
Yeah.
That's
actually related to the Hold Steady. When he was inducted, they name dropped him. They in one of their songs, this is a total sidebar, they reference Joe Strummer, St. Joe Strummer as they refer to him. But for the summer that Mauer was inducted, they changed it to Raise a Toast to St. Joe Mauer.
Are
and it
they
was
from
on the phone.
Minnesota or
Yeah,
something? Are
he
they just
is.
huge
Yeah,
Twins
Craig
fans?
Finn's from Minnesota. They're technically a Brooklyn
That's
band,
funny.
but they are. He is the most Minnesota man to ever exist.
I have my
So,
Twins hat here. I should swap it.
mine is back on the wall. I wore mine
Here we
recently.
go.
I wore mine to a No Kings
There we
rally.
go. Twinkies.
Please don't call them Twinkies.
But they
This song also very cool to me, referencing the Ron Gant moment of Ron Gant. You know, that whole thing. Ron Gant was clearly out.
oh right.
One of my Twins fans friends has described that as being like the one thing that Twins fans will rally around until the day that they die, that Ron Gant was very much out on that play. He was, it's true. But like he's like, this is like the most important moment in Twins history that Ron Gant had to be out on that play. I'm like, yeah, but also like, you know, there were other moments, right? He's like, no, think back to our history. Like, we've done nothing but lose to the Yankees for the last 20 years. Like, okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah. It's funny because the Twins were they are a descendant of the Senators. They
Correct.
were the Washington Senators.
Yeah,
And then,
so the Nationals, your local team,
Mhm.
the Nationals ballpark, at least last time I was there, still honored Senators players.
yeah.
They honored pretty much any ball player who had played in DC
Sure.
or
yeah.
played for the Expos. And also, I
Correct.
think Lou Gehrig at one point, but I could be making that one up. Sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, Vladdy Guerrero.
He's an Expo at least.
He's a national.
He was a Nationals legend.
Harmon Killebrew.
They have no
course.
probably players who are actually Nationals who I guess they could retire Ryan Zimmerman
yeah.
and Strasburg.
Maybe Strasburg.
Yeah. Harper? That guy?
He won an MVP. He had a great
he won an
home run
MVP
derby moment in the stadium. I'd give it to him.
Yeah. So Juan Soto?
No.
I saw Juan Soto's technical first home run. Are you aware?
Now, why was it technical?
Oh, you're not aware of this stupid thing?
I'm not aware of this. No.
I'm gonna make up dates because they're pretty close. Juan Soto made his debut on like June 12th or so of 2018. It would have been.
Okay.
And roughly 5 days later, the Yankees and Nationals played a doubleheader, but this first game of the doubleheader was just the conclusion of an earlier rained out game, but because of like the rain and the schedule, the Yankees were the home team in it. But technically this game was in May. So this game technically had dates before Soto's debut, and he hit a very large home run in that game, which technically is his first career home run. It's
right,
not,
because when a game is suspended,
all stats go to the game.
The stats go to the previous date.
Yes.
Which is how you end up with situations where I believe there was at least one player that was traded between the time
and played for both teams.
So he actually played for both teams and in the same game.
Fascinating stuff.
Yeah, that is fascinating. So that's kind of cool.
Love baseball.
Yeah, baseball's great. I mean,
it's
look at
the most musical sport.
Yeah.
I think.
Sure.
Although later
I don't know what that means.
Later discussions in this episode may prove that wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, go listen to the Baseball Project. They're really good.
Very cool. I didn't realize the REM connection. I had not heard of this until you sent it to me, and I checked it out today. So what else we got here? How about Ludacris?
This is only for one line because I think it's
one line in the song. What's your fantasy?
Georgia Dome on the 50-yard line with the Dirty Birds kick for 3.
Right.
Fun fact is that nope.
Well,
no one's kicking from 3 from the 50.
So that would be a 67-yard field.
Okay, I think it's that no Falcon has ever done it.
So I looked this up. The longest, Morton Anderson's on your screen here. He holds the record for the longest field goal is 59 yards. So that would have been kicked from the 40.
Too bad. That would have been the
42?
Sure. Yeah, that's 17.
It would have been kicked from the 49.
Yeah. That's close then. That's close.
Am I right? Yeah, it's close.
It's you had 17, but I don't know how the breakdown on that is.
Well, I mean, I guess is Chris referring to where the ball's being kicked
where
from,
the snap
or
where the
where
center
the
is.
snap is.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Luda,
Maybe we're overthinking this.
Luda, come on the pod.
Yeah, we're gonna need you to come on.
Yeah, we need
and
you to
clear this up.
explain your fantasy
also,
to us
I mean,
in more
okay.
detail.
I believe what he's referring to is having relations with
Fornicating
with a woman
on the 50
on
yard
the 50
line.
yard line, and maybe he's thinking, well, if we're on the 50 yard line, we'll be out of the way while they're kicking a field goal.
True. You know, that's something I never thought of, and maybe Luda was ahead of his time.
I think he probably
he just wanted to be nice to 1999 Falcons head coach.
Dan Reeves.
Was it? Yeah, probably maybe.
That's right.
I have no idea. I could tell you
that was the
zero.
year. I believe that was the year they went to the Super Bowl.
Dan Reeves. No, they came in
99.
third place in the NFC West.
Okay.
Because Atlanta.
Right.
West.
Atlanta, the West. The West also had New Orleans.
Probably, because this was before
it was basically the NFC
existed.
South. It was, but it
the
was
South and
it was
the
like
Seahawks. Because the Cardinals were in the East, right?
Seahawks were AFC West.
And
at that time.
Yeah, right. Because the Seahawks came over in 2002, right? Yeah.
Right, when they did the whole realignment and
Falcon,
fixed a lot of stuff.
Panthers.
There's
nothing Western about the West.
Yeah, it's literally just like the current NFC
It was
South.
the Niners, the St. Louis Rams at
49ers.
that point, and then the three teams in the South.
And even the St. Louis Rams should have been in the Central.
Yeah.
It's like, who was in the in the Central was like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was in the Central.
That's so stupid.
Tampa Bay and Green Bay were in the same division. Yeah, it was a mess. There are also 31 teams, so like,
well, the NHL
the
did
NFC and
that
AFC
for a while,
different.
so it works.
Well,
I guess.
baseball for years,
forever had
30 teams, but they had 16 in the NL and 14 in the AL.
Yeah, and then when they brought it over, they brought up they made interleague every day because
interleague all the
because
time.
of numbers.
Because the leagues don't matter anymore.
But Houston, it makes more sense in the American League.
I
guess they should have. They probably should have moved Milwaukee back.
They should have moved Milwaukee. Yeah,
but the thing is, you had to move a team to the NL West,
right? Or the AL West, because the
AL West only had four. And like,
and you had to move them from the NL Central.
Yeah, you're not going to put Pittsburgh. You're not gonna put the Cubs in the AL West. Hilarious as it may be.
That'd be pretty good, though.
Yeah, a great bit.
The Cubs have to go to Seattle, like,
yeah, right, 4 times a year.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times a year.
Really good stuff.
But thank you, Ludacris, for that.
Yeah, Luda, good stuff.
That thought-provoking lyric and another thought-provoking existence here.
Light funky ones.
The light funky ones.
R.I.P. All 3 of the light funky ones are dead.
Is that true?
I believe all 3 original members of LFO are dead.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well,
this was LFO's big hit. This was Summer Girls. You know, everyone knows Summer Girls.
Oh, you know Summer Girls.
Summer Girls peaked at number 3. Yeah, great tune.
Yeah.
Lots of weird pop culture references.
And really, whoever wrote the song probably should see a gastroenterologist if they are having so many problems digesting Chinese
It's not that hard on your
It's
stomach.
not that hard.
So, yep. All 3 of the original members of LFO are dead, but not all the members on this track, because this was their first song with, of course, who could forget
Rich Cronin?
Devin Lima.
Oh, Devin Lima. Oh, here it comes.
And never began. Yeah. This was so funny.
The great Larry Bird, Jersey 33.
This whole song is clearly like he had half of a love song written and was like, I just need to find things that rhyme.
Or even if they don't rhyme.
Things that I can mispronounce to make them rhyme.
He rhymes sonnet with hornet. It's
Swannet. You're not putting enough W's in that Swannet.
Swannet. Really flew too close to the sun. LFO.
It's a tribute to Cape Cod. Sure. Okay. I guess. Yeah, but Larry Bird, the great Larry Bird, Jersey 33. It's the only way that I knew Larry Bird's jersey number as somebody who was 2 young to see him play. And also that I know that William Shakespeare wrote sonnets and Michael J.
Sonnets.
Fox was Alex P. Keaton.
Right. And New
Um,
Kids on the Block had a ton of hits. I didn't know
They
that
had at least one.
until the
They
song.
had a few, I
They
guess.
had Step by Step,
The Right Stuff.
Right Stuff.
The Right Stuff I only know because of the Weird Al parody. It was the white stuff about Oreos.
Nice.
Oh,
that's good.
Rio. Yeah.
They had more than that.
They probably did. This song I have very fond memories of because it was really stupid to sing along to when you were a child, and it still is. And also, low-key, great karaoke song. Really gets the people going. And not that hard because
It really draws attention to the lyrics too, which are absurd.
Yeah, truly. It's like doing Shaggy for karaoke.
Right.
Don't do Shaggy if you can't do Shaggy, but if you can do Shaggy, do it. Do the voice. You only live once. Do the voice. The world's ending. Do the voice. It's gonna make you happy.
Man.
Yeah, but Larry Bird, really great. This is probably not the only song Larry Bird was ever referenced in, but it's the only one I really care about. The White Thunder, really great guy.
What a guy.
Looks like he's dead. Really doesn't look very healthy these days.
Always has.
Yeah, kind of always has. Definitely. How old is Larry Bird?
60.
69.
60.
Nice.
He's 69 years old.
69, born in 1956. West
That's
Baden
outrageous.
Springs, Indiana. The only person in NBA history to be named Rookie of the Year, MVP, Finals MVP, All-Star MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year. Yeah,
Dang.
okay. That sounds really impressive, but like, how many people had the chance to do that?
He won Coach of the Year with the Pacers.
Yeah, it's gotta be, right? The
year they went to the finals, I'm guessing.
Did he coach that team?
He did. Yeah, when they lost in 6 games to the Lakers, 1990.
Yeah, no, he was the Sixers. No, that's Larry Brown. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was Larry Brown.
Yeah, it was the Pacers '98 team.
They beat 2 Larry B's back to back.
Yeah.
And who was the coach? Who was the coach of the? They beat the Nets for the third one, I think.
The New Jersey Nets.
I don't think that was
that PJ at that point?
I'm not sure.
Couldn't tell you. I think it might be PJ Carlissimo, but he might have still been at Seton Hall by that
It'd
point.
be funny if it was like Lawrence Frank.
Terrific. Good name there. That's one I'm going to remember for a while. Remembering coaches, underrated type of remembering guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Don Nelson.
Don Nelson, good one. Mike Miller. No, not well. Mike Miller is still coaching. Who was the one? UNC.
Is he going to UNC?
Is he the one who's going to UNC?
I think so.
Okay. Well, that's a good pull. That was a good pull then until earlier this week.
The Nuggets.
Lenny Wilkins. Lenny Wilkins has the most coaches. That's not who's. I can't find a list of Nets coaches.
Rudy Tomjanovich.
Great pull.
That's a good one.
I don't think I'm going to be able to beat that one. So Lou Carnesecca.
Yeah.
Okay, they've had several Hall of Fame head coaches. The Nets have.
Who's that?
The Nets
have?
Lou Carnesecca, mostly for the college aspect. Larry Brown and John Calipari was their coach. John Calipari was their coach in 1999.
What year? Like before Memphis?
Yeah. He went from UMass to the Nets.
What? I blocked that out.
And then took a gap year as being the Sixers assistant coach.
That's crazy.
He was really bad with the Nets.
What year did you say with the Nets?
96 to 99. That's got to be some really bad Nets.
So that was before Jason Kidd.
He replaced Butch Beard. Pirate or
That's
coach?
a good name. Butch Beard.
Yeah, that's a powerful name.
I think, yeah.
He won 43 games for them, and they lost to the Bulls in 98.
Okay, that's not terrible.
So, and then
that was the 72 win Bull. That was the Last Dance Bulls.
Yeah,
right?
that was the Last Dance Bulls.
All right, there's no shame.
Okay, yeah, it's okay losing that to that team. So, yeah,
the NBA is crazy though, with like the number of teams that would make the playoffs. given that there were like 28
Yeah, there were
teams
like
in the league at the
15
time.
teams and 16 of them were making the playoffs. They'd bring in the NCAA champion every
they
year
bring in Kentucky. Kentucky.
just to prove. So, classic.
Well, speaking of the Last Dance Bulls,
Yeah, you can't not talk about sports music. This is the Sam Snead of a Spence of a generation, Alan Parsons project.
absolutely. And is it okay if I share with something personal about you with this song?
Please.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I wish I
'Cause
could find it, the actual file, but I can't.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I
well,
don't.
that's
I couldn't
okay.
find. Yeah, so
That's all right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This
may
is
I
close.
have your attention, please? At 5'11" from Niskayuna and at 5'6" from Port Byron, for the first time as a married couple, please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Michael Howe.
Oh, man.
and this faded into Mariah Carey's Fantasy as
No
we
notes.
walked in to our wedding. Yes, that is voice of the New York Madison Square Garden, Mike Walchewski, introducing my wedding.
Incredible.
I spent $245 personal dollars on wedding stuff that I wanted. This was 125 of them. And this was well worth it. This was the coolest thing I got for my wedding, for me. The other thing was a pair of shoes, which I still have, but this was far cooler. And we queued it up, and everybody got so hyped. I think more people liked this about our wedding than anything else. At least 2 random cousin-in-laws came up to me and were like, "How did you do this?" And the fun answer is, I emailed him.
That's amazing.
I emailed
Where'd you
him.
find his email? Is it just like
It's on his website.
Awesome.
He just does this, and he donates the money to charity.
Was this pre-Cameo?
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
no, it
you were-
wasn't. It was post-Cameo. There was a point of this process where I definitely thought I got scammed because I had
no.
to PayPal his son. I had to PayPal
His son, who is a prince in Nigeria, right?
Yeah, Prince Walchewski. And I thought I was getting scammed. And my wife was on her bachelorette party when I pulled this off. And I remember, like, it was the only time I called her all weekend, and I was like, it wasn't a scam. He sent me 3 options.
He'd just been in the lab.
She's like,
Figuring
all
out.
right, send them over to me. I'll let you know. So, yeah, so that was really cool. And Sirius by Alan Parsons project, although not a Knicks song specifically, very important to basketball history. The Last Dance Bulls, as we mentioned, really just that team. But you can't talk about basketball without talking about the GOAT of Scottie Pippen.
Right.
So,
Of course.
Scottie Pippen. I hope I know everyone makes this joke. I'm still waiting for there to be an actor named Scottie B. Pippen. We have Michael B. Jordan. We need Scottie B. Pippen to round things out.
We do. That is what the world's missing.
We need Scottie B. Pippen to always win Best Supporting Actor.
Oh, man.
He can never get nominated for Best Actor. He only is allowed to get Best Supporting Actor nod.
What actor should change their name
To
to
Scottie
Scottie
B.
B.
Pippen.
Pippen? I have it.
No.
I have it.
Paul
I have it.
Giamatti. I don't know why I said
That's
Paul
a good one.
Giamatti, but
I was gonna say Kieran Culkin.
that's a good choice. That's actually a really good choice. Although
I
he won
He won Best
was
Supporting.
the Best Supporting for that movie that
Yeah.
I said I watched and didn't watch.
Why did you say you didn't?
Because I do that
What'd
with
you
every
say?
movie. Like if anyone asks, like, "Oh, you see this movie?" No, yeah, it was good. The only year I
Okay.
watched all the Best Picture nominees was the year Parasite came out. That was the only time I ever
And that
pulled
was
that off.
2020, right? Or 2019,
I think it was
maybe.
19.
It was
I
right
saw,
before.
because I saw that in theaters.
Mhm.
Theaters, yes.
So that was like Marriage Story, I believe, was nominated that year.
That was right around there, yeah. So,
Yeah.
yep. But Alan Parsons, this has been used in a lot of stuff for this like same type of purpose too. It's a great intro song because it's it's instrumental, which helps. So I don't know where else I was going with this.
It's really understated for being such a hype song. It's not like,
all right.
I don't know.
I'm going to read you 2 films that this was used in the trailer for, and they're very different. One of them was Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. And the
Okay.
other was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Okay. I would have never guessed those two.
Yep. They are very different movies.
I
Um,
can't even imagine why
and
that
it
would
was
be the choice. Have you
briefly
seen those movies?
I have seen both of those movies. I saw Anchorman 2.
See, I don't know if that's true or not.
I saw
based
Anchorman
off
2, The
information you
Legend
just told me.
Continues. No, this is true. I saw Anchorman, The Legend Continues on opening night because I really
Wow.
liked the first Anchorman and was really excited to go see Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. Was like, I think it came out. Yeah, it came out like right after my 21st birthday.
Okay.
But I was the first of my friends to turn 21, and we were all good boys who didn't have fake IDs. So I was like, well, cool. I guess we're going to go watch Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues for my birthday. So we did.
That's adorable.
And then Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, I watched probably a month ago. Fun movie.
Nice.
Cute. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
It also appeared in Blockers. Blockers, that John Cena movie where he and other people cockblock their children.
You could be absolutely making this up right now.
This was real.
I've
I promise.
never heard of this movie.
Oh, this was in an episode of Frasier too. Cool.
Sirius by the Alan Parsons.
Yeah,
project
I forgot
was
about
in
that.
an episode of Frasier.
Niles
All right.
unknowingly participates in a Seattle Seahawks competition to shoot a basketball from half court and manages to do so.
Seattle Seahawks?
Sonics.
Supersonics. Sonics. Okay.
So,
okay. Neat.
All right, what's next? What's next on our list here?
Well, you did mention John Cena.
I did.
And you
now
I still haven't listened to it.
I am not a pro wrestling fan.
Me
in
neither.
the slightest. I used to be when I was a kid. I watched WrestleMania stoned a couple years ago.
Okay.
Which was fun. That was cool. That was a good way to do it.
All right.
This song kind of escaped the culture, escaped the ring, the squared circle per se. This is The Time Is Now by John Cena.
So this is John Cena performing the song?
You'll know
why.
You'll know when it's John Cena. This is not him.
Okay. I am familiar with this song.
Yeah. Your son is probably gonna watch pro wrestling for a couple years there at some point, so that's John Cena.
This is John Cena right now?
Yeah.
No. I guess it is.
This song to me, it's John Cena, it's his thing. This song to me feels very much like it belongs in a Need for Speed game.
Okay, yeah.
You could tell me that was in like a racing video game. Like,
yeah, it's like a loading screen song for sure.
So, and it's very funny that John Cena just rapped on this song.
So that was him rapping?
That's him rapping. I think. I'm not gonna look it up to prove this correct. I think it is.
I've heard worse.
He's credited
I expected
on the track.
worse.
So yeah, The Time Is Now though, and he's doing this whole hand thing, and you can't see me and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, pro wrestling is a sport by some definitions.
Look,
win, people lose. You can
doing
gamble
stuff.
on it on Polymarket.
And women doing
It's a sport.
stuff.
So
Speaking of like video game soundtracks,
yeah, this is a big one.
The 2005 Madden game was
really
on
iconic.
Level
2005 EA Sports, between this and MVP Baseball, really iconic stuff. I mean, this game came out when I was like 12 or 11 or 12. Like perfect timing to get into music. Specifically one off of here on the screen would have been, I guess, would have been Madden 05 was Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand. Kind of the band that got me into all the bands I listen to now. Like the first band that like I found that my sister didn't find, sort of thing. This song still rules. Talk about karaoke songs, great one. But this whole soundtrack between this and MVP Baseball 05 really had some terrific stuff that like specifically like Give It Up by Motown. That song still gets me hyped. I will listen to that song and run through a fucking brick wall. Or again, listen to Tony Bruno tell me all about how my creative player put up 950 yards. But tell me how I'm not a good GM.
This era of, because I remember Madden 04 had like a Blink-182 song on it.
They really tried to like
Uh,
get people like into different music here.
It's how I discovered "Way Away" by Yellow Card,
Oh,
I think, was on like
Newfound
04.
Glory is on
Newfound Glory
this.
was on here. Yeah.
Hoobastank, like
Chevelle. I mean, that's
it's
good stuff.
American Idiot, a censored version of it. Sure.
Sure, yeah.
And also
Don't give a hoot about
a
American Idiot.
solo Will I Am tune. You can't beat this. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
And then also there's 2 of these songs that I did not send you links to, but it's okay. I will still talk about them that still make me
sure.
chuckle to this day. One of them is on the list here, number 13 by the Wild Bunch, Last Day of School, which is just a bunch of dudes rapping about how you need to live life like it's the last day of school. And my friends and I, again, like 11 years old, thought this was like the deepest thing of all time. It's not. It's a fun little tune. The other one on here is Alive and Amplified by a band called the Mooney Suzuki. Maybe the coolest song in any video game ever. Just has
I've never
like
heard of the Mooney Suzuki.
No, I don't think they've done anything else ever.
Okay.
But I could still sing a lot of this song. Again, I won't because I have a daughter sleeping next the one wall over.
Why not? She might like it.
Yeah, it's a great little tune. Go look this one
That's
up.
perfect. That'll be the one thing we get sued for in this
probably.
episode. Is
the Mooney
is you
Suzuki
right
is?
there.
I hear they're looking out.
They are
people.
so litigious.
So,
let's go. Going back to the Wild Bunch. What was their advice for? Like, what was the actionable?
I couldn't even tell
stuff
you,
on
but
living like it's the last day of school.
Let's see if we can find
like turning in all the
throw all your
assignments
papers,
later.
Papers in the courtyard that you definitely have at your school.
Yeah.
And run around and call the teacher mean names because they definitely don't live in your town, and you're never going to see them again. Bending rules, we cross in buildings, hate to just like a fool. Nah, we'll crash a party up too. It's up to you. But as for me, I'll be running the streets and never skipping a beat. So yo, who's coming with me? Get on your feet. And I'ma gather the crew right hitting the town. We will do by calling you because it's the last day of school. Again, we were 12. This was the coolest thing to ever happen. Was this song?
That
and
makes
like
me
they
want
were
to
all like running out of school, and I would bet that the Wild Bunch did nothing else beyond this song. I'm not even. They might not have a Wikipedia page. They don't have a Wikipedia page.
Oh man!
If you're wondering how far this band has fallen,
live life like you're never gonna have a Wikipedia page.
Last Day of School also appeared in Playboy the Mansion, the video game. Interesting fact about this song from video game original soundtrack.
Didn't know that was a video game.
Same, but
now is that available on the PlayStation Store currently?
Still,
or is
right.
You get like
age.
Do I need to get my PS2 emulator out?
But Madden's really had some great stuff from the period. I mean, the period I played Madden. I'm sure I actually don't know if they really do like soundtrack stuff too much anymore.
I haven't played Madden in a bit.
Like I only play college football now. That's the only sports game that I really play. And I like this year's soundtrack because it was a lot of marching band covers and it was really good. Really,
they do a good job. Yeah, getting like real marching bands to do covers of like pop top 40 hits of now. Like there's like a Espresso cover by
Sabrina Carpenter
marching band. There's what's that Shabuzi song?
I can hear it in my head. I think it has the word "drank" in the title.
Drank. Yeah.
So,
the bar song.
Tipsy.
The bar song. Is that is it Tipsy parentheses the bar song?
Could be.
Am I I have to look this up because I'm It's
a
called
bar song. Tipsy. Yeah. By the way, Playboy the Mansion, the game got 59 out of 100 for the PC version and 59 out of 100 for the PlayStation 2 version in reviews.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah. Considering this,
what do you write articles? Do you write like really thought-provoking articles? Is that what the game is?
You play as Hugh Hefner, and
Stop it.
the aim of the game is to build the famed Playboy empire from scratch, starting from a humble magazine to celebrity endorsements to home entertaining to internet websites, merchandise. Oh, good lord!
God, and they were the
Yes,
sequel.
yes.
Jeffrey Epstein, the game.
All
was
of the
in,
characters have interests such as sports and music, and the writers on those topics will produce higher quality articles.
Stop it.
I cannot believe this. Each month, the player has to print an issue of a magazine. To do that, the player needs a cover shoot, a centerfold, and an essay from a celebrity, interview with a celebrity, a pictorial about a subject, an article about a subject.
So the game is like a job. It's
This
working
game
at Playboy magazine.
This game cannot be enjoyable.
What was it rated? Do you see a?
It was rated M, which means
M. That
the
means
game contains sexual references, including sexual relations.
Okay, that's specific.
The Sydney Morning Herald gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars and called it a frisky concept with limited frills and not enough depth to challenge gamers.
God, what a time!
Boy,
Hugh Hefner really got. He really left Earth at the best time.
He really did.
For him,
yeah, right. Oh, boy, good for him. The hef,
I guess. But man, it's just crazy to think like that guy had a video game and several TV
lives.
shows.
Yeah, probably the University of Illinois' most wealthy alumnus. I'm not gonna fact check that. But that's
sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
He made a lot of money. He was very.
Is he the reason that Illinois was able to make the Final Four this year?
Yeah, I'm sure. He specifically in his will said, when NIL deals become legal, pay as many Eastern European men as you can.
Yes.
Peja
Stojakovic.
Yeah, all of them.
I want his son and all of his friends.
He was nominated for a Golden Raspberry Award for his portrayal of himself in a movie, too.
Okay.
Shout out the hef.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, I'm sure. Come on the pod hef.
Come on the pod hef. Yeah. Well, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about.
Yeah, agreed.
The risen from the dead Roundball Rock, and I have to show.
We got
an incredible clip of John Tesh live, sharing how he came up, his process for coming up with the song.
This is so. I'll tell my story about this clip after the clip.
Hi, this is a message for me about the NBA theme. Here's an idea. It goes like this. All
right. So that is how John Tesh conveyed an idea
now
for
listeners
Rock
at home.
Himself.
For listeners, not watchers, watch. You should watch. It's more enjoyable.
It's a show. It's not really a podcast. It's more just a TV show at this point.
John Tesh has a stupendous vest on in this clip that is best described. This guy is a blackjack dealer by day and guy who accidentally listened to a recording on an answering machine of himself singing the NBA theme song by night. He has the most spectacular vest you've ever seen at Caesar's Palace. It has a weird black bolo tie collar on it.
Yes.
He's rocking a goatee and bleach blonde hair. Not a mullet, but
you don't think
sort
that's
of
his natural
mullet.
color?
No. That shade doesn't occur naturally. Not in men of this age. John Tesh. Yeah. I mean, Roundball Rock is great. John Tesh is a really weird fellow. John Tesh had a radio show for a long time called Intelligence for Your Life or something. Aired on syndicated, kind of like a Delilah.
That's how I knew John Tesh. I didn't even realize he was a musician.
Right. Until I learned about Roundball Rock, and then learned it was him. But yeah, Roundball Rock, I mean, it was I think it was a big deal, and then it kind of faded away, but I think the SNL sketch kind of brought it back.
Which I have right here.
Yeah.
Ready to do this?
Yes, I am.
All right, 2, 3, 4.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it!
Like, I'm not gonna say that this wasn't gonna come back before this, but like this was a catalyst. This I think ignited the nostalgia for this song.
Well, and also NBC lost
NBC getting the rights
for
back
a while.
But Fox used this for college basketball for a little bit there.
Oh, they did. I didn't realize that.
They did for whatever Big East and like Big 12 games that they sent Gus Johnson to. It was Roundball Rock for a little bit there, which was weird, and it didn't really work. I didn't like it. I also don't think you should do Gus Johnson on basketball, really. I think Gus Johnson is almost exclusively used for Brandon Stokely catching a ball, and that's about it. Although college basketball, he did have my favorite call of all time, which my name's Adam Morrison, and I get tickets. Just so stupid.
Gus Johnson's great, but by the end of every single game, he sounds like I do now.
Sounds
his voice
like
is just,
that's why the Brandon. Do you know the Brandon Stokely call?
Oh no! Wait,
I
know the one he had this year in the Indiana Penn State game,
similar,
where he was like, he's like, oh, what a god.
This was probably 15 years. It was early Twitter, or early my banking app X the everything platform.
Yes,
in early days.
The CSAM app.
The phrase "Gusgasm" started trending.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because Gus Johnson just started screaming Brandon Stokely's name. Talk about a guy, Brandon Stokely. Stokely caught a
incredible slot receiver.
Stokely caught a tip pass and then ran it back like 80 yards to win a game in the regular season. Like, cool, big, cool catch. But Gus Johnson just like screamed Brandon Stokely for like 12 minutes straight, and it was unbelievable. Just unfathomable stuff. But yeah, Roundball Rock, it's really hard to beat Roundball Rock in terms of, like, it has what you want. You hear that, you think the Peacock, you think, you're thinking hard basketball coming in here. I really don't love that they rebooted it personally.
Yeah.
I think that song is very rooted in the era that it was. Which is not to say I don't think it's a great track. I just don't think it adds anything to the current game.
It shouldn't be appearing in an HD clip. It should
Agreed.
be
It should be as fuzzy
4:3, fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad
Larry Bird.
graphics. Charles Barkley.
Yep. Big time.
Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Like
Patrick chewing and
yes.
Yeah, that should really be what that's reserved for. But it's cool.
If it's Jalen Brunson and not Rick Brunson, then it should.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like it's like they come back in on Carmelo Anthony, like in a studio, weird, just stoned out of his brains, talking about basketball.
Hey, he's gonna be hanging around Syracuse a lot more.
Yeah, well, yes, Tyen's coming back, so that's a different podcast that I might be on this weekend. We'll see.
Nice. Yeah, they're getting the gang back together.
So,
all right. Well, I thought the other basketball song that is just indelible this time of year is a song I can't believe we're still doing and bringing out every single year.
I thought it was going to be. I don't get this. This is one that I just don't understand it.
And
this could go away and I wouldn't notice.
I always feel like it's a joke, but they take it very seriously.
The people who like it love it.
It's very earnest. And like, look, Luther Vandross,
Can you tell me an additional line from this song that is not "the ball is tipped" or "one shining moment"?
Win or lose.
That might be. Like, did they write? I also don't know. I've never looked into it. Did they write this for?
I actually heard about this. I think it was actually originally written for like a football program of some sort.
That's so funny, that the ball being tipped.
And then I think, well, yeah, but it was not really originally written for college basketball. Yeah. It was really about defensive backs getting getting a hand to the ball. No, I don't get it, but they do. And they at the end of every single NCAA tournament, they put together this extremely melodramatic montage of the tournament. And it's a great piece of editing. They do a great job on it, but it's always set to this song.
It's
And it's the only time you're going to hear this song because nobody's going to listen to it like in November.
It's absolute schlock. Like completely and totally. It's such. I think time has passed it by, and I don't think we need to do it anymore.
Yeah. Back when they made NCAA basketball games,
this
was the first time this was in it.
Was it?
You would, you would, if you won the national championship.
I just skipped it because I would like.
It would play
the next season. Me as Northern Colorado State University, like
it would play One Shining Moment, and I think that was the first time I actually
get it, and especially because they hit it out of the park with the intro music.
Well, yeah.
Segway time, I think.
Maybe it is top notch.
Like, yeah, Road to the Final Four. It's The Price is Right just ended. Like,
yeah,
I'm 19 years old drinking the most disgusting beer you've ever thought about in your life. Like, and I'm eating dorm pizza and about to watch, watch Bucknell beat Kansas for the 4th year in a row. And all of us have to pretend that, Tom Izzo's the greatest coach of all time. Like, we're about to have the greatest 4 days of our lives.
I have just recently become a college basketball expert.
Yeah.
And I'm certain that Arkansas is going to the Final Four.
Ludacris is the greatest basketball player I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He's not even I got the, whatever. You know what I mean.
You're talking about the pitcher from the Cardinals?
Yeah. Best basketball player I've ever seen. So,
it's
Mike
great.
Muscala, that's who I was thinking of.
Mike Muscala. Yeah.
So the pride of Bucknell.
It's
Can't be
great.
beat.
So the last thing I thought I would like to do is all of the, we're big football fans, and all of the networks have their own soundscape that they put on with a game. And I thought maybe we could power rank.
I think this is a good idea. Although I am going to say I think we probably left one out here because I don't know if anyone.
We can double back.
No, I have not. I don't know if it. No, I'm saying a network theme. Here.
Oh, network theme. Okay.
Do we know what ESPN is using for the UFL? Are they using the NFL theme? Do we know?
That's a good question.
It debuted this week and people thought it was good.
I don't think I realized the UFL was on ESPN now.
Yeah, I think
I thought NBC owned
maybe
the UFL.
I don't know. It was back this week. Whoever had it, it was back.
Okay.
Clearly, it didn't make that much of a. I can't do football outside of.
I can't either.
I can't do non-NFL.
If I'm having allergies like this, it's not football season.
No, it's time to fall asleep watching golf or baseball.
Oh yes, and what better thing to fall asleep to than this? This is the Masters.
Yeah, a tradition.
Hello, friends.
Unlike any other.
A tradition unlike any other.
Food, pimento sandwiches, and an obsession with Tiger Woods. You gonna play?
Oh man, women are not encouraged to come, but they are technically allowed.
Tiger. I hope he plays this weekend and wins.
Hey, that would be really something, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's got a couple phone calls to make, I'm sure.
I hope he doesn't drive to the course.
He could do it.
Well, I know he could do it.
Well, some days he's proven he can't.
All right. Let's take a listen to these. I'm going to start with the NFL Network theme.
This is the one I think I'm probably least familiar with. Oh, just kidding. I know this.
I love the Bells.
Sam Spence.
My only criticism is this feels extremely Christmas coded.
The Bells.
I think because of the Bells.
I think if it didn't open with the Bells and just had the Bells in the background the whole time, you wouldn't feel that way.
Yeah.
But I think opening with the Bells,
but they're so good.
It's Carol of the Bells, right? Carol of the Bears, am I right?
I mean, the bells are the driving force of,
agreed.
of this song. So
it's
that's
good. It's good. I get what it's going for. That is, I think I'm gonna give that one four Spences.
4 Spences.
I don't know.
Out of a possible.
We're gonna find out how many
32.
Spences this could be out of.
All right. Let's move on. You mentioned it. ESPN.
Yeah, iconic.
The Monday Night Football.
Iconic, really great. The middle part's really fun. The middle part's very 70s. I don't think ESPN kind of remixed it. But, yeah,
because
good.
this was the Monday Night Football theme when it was on.
This has been
NBC,
Monday
right?
Night forever. I think this is Monday Night Football, not necessarily ESPN.
Right.
Because ESPN had the Berman one, I think, when they had Sunday night back then.
Right.
That's great.
It's great. It's
I
a great
prefer the
build
more
in
like
the middle.
upbeat middle part than the one ESPN used. This is gonna get if NFL Network got 4, I think this is I guess gonna get 5 Spences.
All right. So you're putting it ahead.
Yeah. This really we're gonna see what this scale goes to.
Sure. NFL and CBS. Oh yeah. Josh Allen.
It's cold. Jim Nance, Tony Romo.
Arrowhead.
Tony Romo is about to predict every play correctly.
I don't know, Jim.
Let's go down to Gene. Let's go down to Gene's territory. Gene, what do you think?
Gene?
You know, it needs to be indisputable. Thanks, Gene.
Thanks, Gene.
We'll see you next week.
All right. And the Chiefs win again.
I will put that one. I wish I gave myself some wiggle room. That's going in between. So I guess that's 4.5 Spences.
In between. Okay, so
I think that's 4.5.
Monday Night Football is
I think
above.
Monday Night Football is better than that one.
I don't know,
Jim.
Okay.
If it was still Phil Simms on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Well, Jim.
He was on the pregame show. Did they kick him off that too?
Yeah, he probably didn't remember being on there, Phil.
Poor Phil. All right.
Who's next?
Let's go to Cletus.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think this is 6 Spences, so ahead of the ahead of Monday night. Now, I am going to go with a side here that if this was the injury theme, this might even get an additional half a Spence.
I mean,
yeah. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes tearing his ACL, parting off the field as this plays. Oh, boy. You're feeling it.
It's good.
You're feeling it here.
I've joked that I want this just on a loop at my funeral.
Same. Do you like Cletus? Just as a sidebar here, just as not the music, like the concept of Cletus the football or Fox robot.
Cletus is the only clanker that I have room for in my life.
I think I agree with that take.
I love
Robin
Cletus.
Williams from Robots and Cletus.
And what about Robin Williams from Bicentennial Man?
Yeah, okay. Less so than Robots. But Cletus, I think, is good, and at least I can speak on behalf of 8-year-old me from 25 years ago. Cletus was very cool.
Extremely ahead of his time.
Yeah.
I mean.
And also, no other network. I think what makes Cletus cool is that no other network has even tried,
not even tried
anything. There's no mascots. The closest is Monday Night Football doing their weird, claymation guys.
And that's horrible.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, if SNL hasn't done this yet, this is I'm going to give them a free idea. They should have a sketch based around the guy pitching Cletus.
Cletus goes rogue.
Or just whoever at Fox was like, you know what we need? A football playing robot.
And he can play all the sports.
And he break dances.
Yeah. And then he gets sad when someone gets hurt.
Yes.
And we can also put him in colorful outfits for holidays. He can wear Christmas sweaters. We can put lights on him.
Santa hat.
Will they?
yeah.
Oh, will they interact with him? Never. They will never acknowledge his presence. No human will ever acknowledge the existence of Cletus.
Is he for kids? No.
By the way,
He's for adults.
His name is Cletus. It's so good.
It's great.
Great. I love everything about Cletus. I think he's the best.
Yeah, we're very pro Cletus here. Cletus, come on the show.
He might be here right now. He can't talk.
That's true. He has no mouth, but he screams. All right. We're going to go to Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's like a Thursday night game where it's like, it's technically football.
I hear Jaguars.
Yeah.
Like, I hear so much of what the AFC South believes in.
We're here for Panthers Saints.
Yeah, and
Andrew Whitworth is here.
And Kurt Herbstreit is ready to leave.
And
he has
Al Michaels.
Al Michaels is just there for the paycheck.
He is ready to be confused by Lord of the Rings.
Related to this is bad. This is one Spence, and I don't even think it's close. There's a clip of back when in his CBS. No, was it Michaels or no? It was Nance. Sorry, this is Jim Nance. Of you just saying Al Michaels getting confused by Lord of the Rings reminded me of when the NFL made Jim Nance promo South Park, and CBS made him promo South Park, and he referred to him as Cartman. And it was maybe the funniest thing I've seen was just, Stan,
Cartman.
Kenny, Kyle, and Cartman, and all of their antics in South Park.
That's great.
Thanks.
My favorite example of that.
Thanks, Jim.
My favorite example of that was Al Michaels promoting Rings of Power on Prime. And he was referring to the Orc Army, but he called it the ORC Army.
That's so good.
Al Michaels doesn't know what an orc is.
He doesn't know what a vegetable is. He's never eaten broccoli.
It's crazy that is the man that called the Miracle on Ice 46 years ago.
That's a lie, right? You've heard his claim he's never eaten a vegetable, right?
Oh, you're on the vegetables thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
This is a sidebar. He is lying.
I mean,
I'm willing to
he's
say
either lying or he has the secrets.
He's lying.
Yeah, I mean, never eat a vegetable.
Like never.
Are French fries a vegetable?
Yeah, like this. Do you count the garnish on a steak? Like
Right.
if they put like a piece of parsley in something, do you count that? Like that's a vegetable, kind of.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't know what a vegetable is.
Get better, Al Michaels.
Maybe he thinks he's talking about like people in a vegetative
Al
state.
Michaels,
he's like, no, of course I haven't eaten a vegetable.
Al Michaels, come on the pod and defend your vegetable steak.
Please do. Or we'll take AI Michaels.
Yeah. That's coming soon, right?
I think they already had it.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
Didn't they? Wasn't that like a Tokyo Olympics thing? Like,
no, that was not Al Michaels. That was other definitely dead guy that they did that with at the Olympics this year.
wait, actually?
Yeah. I think they definitely they at least mentioned they were doing this.
Like an actual dead guy? Were bringing back for the Olympics?
Yeah. Oh no, it was Al Michaels. I'm sorry. I could have sworn there was a dead guy.
He's alive.
In this too. Since
Not dead
I
yet.
thought there was something. There was something in 2026. I thought that
I
they
mean,
were
they're
like
constantly-
using, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It was gross.
They're constantly threatening us with dead AI resurrections.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe it will be Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve again.
John Madden coming back.
Boom.
The only ethical use of AI that I can think of is sports video games. Put generative AI in there and let them actually pronounce my players' names correctly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think that's
You found it.
A very limited edge case for this. And
friend of the pod, Sam Altman.
yeah, Sam Altman, you owe
take
me
care of that.
billions of dollars for this.
That's
idea.
right. That's right. That idea is the only thing propping up our entire economy right now.
So yeah, somehow.
Yeah. All right, our last one.
Last one.
Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
You know, this guy kind of reminds me of Patrick Mahomes.
Now here's a guy.
Here's a guy who,
Now,
Mike.
great, really great. I think this is 7 Cletuses, which would put it at the top spot. You're not 7 Cletuses. I'm sorry, 7 Spences. Here, this is
Captures-
good. This is really good. Now, the broadcast gets brought down by their other song. I think Waiting All Day for Sunday Night brings it down.
Waiting All
a
Day for
couple of
Sunday Night?
notches. Doesn't do it for me, but the theme does.
For some reason, all the like primetime sports feel like they have to have like a bespoke pop song to go along with it. I think it's because of the Hank Williams Monday Night song, right?
Right.
Like that's the
Which they
genesis
don't
of
do
it,
that
I would imagine.
anymore. Do
They
they?
don't.
On Monday night? No.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think they might do like a play on it. Actually, I honestly don't know. Monday night really doesn't like
Monday
too much
night,
effing around at the beginning of the broadcast.
Monday
which
Night
I
Football
appreciate.
to me is nothing more than an inconvenience.
Yeah.
As a child, I loved it because I was allowed to stay up and watch the game, and now as an adult, I hate it.
Well, and when we were growing up, it was like the prime
was the game of the
time.
week.
It was the
what
prime
Sunday
game.
Night
It was the game of the
Football
week,
is.
right? Sunday Night Football is now taking over that mantle.
Right. And I also don't like Sunday night. That's the nice thing about your team being atrocious. I am a Giants fan for reference. And, we played in prime time twice last year. One of them was against the Chiefs in a game that had no business being on television.
That was the last Russell Wilson.
Correct. That game had no business being on any television, let alone national television.
I feel like they always put the Cowboys and the Giants in one of the
For
Sunday
a while
night
they
games.
did. It was like
every year.
like 6 straight years that the opening Sunday Night Football game was Giants Cowboys.
Which I never understood.
Same.
I guess those are 2 big draws.
Yeah,
The New York market and the
Jerry
Cowboys
Jones.
market. But
so they can show Jerry on TV and it's fine. But yeah, Sunday Night theme, really great stuff. I think that's a good ranking. What do you think there? You seemed a little lower on.
I feel better about CBS than I think
Monday Night
ESPN.
Football.
But the ESPN one, I mean,
the drums
they're pretty
are great
close.
on CBS.
Yeah. I think it's also colored by the fact that I feel like the NFL on CBS games are always better and more important
That's fair.
than the Monday night games, which
that's what you're saying.
thinking outside of the music, you know?
Right. Although Thursday night does get that bumped out.
Good God. And that's just such a generic song. It's literally like
you could put,
if you ordered a song from Amazon, that's what you would get.
Yeah,
so,
Thursday Night Football, that could be the intro to Sunday Night Rugby, and I would be like, yep, that's fine. Tuesday afternoon soccer on the Premier League, probably. Yep.
It might be.
Yeah, I mean,
they might have just lifted it. We wouldn't know.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell you, but anyway, we that was Sunday Night Football.
And then I'm just gonna. This isn't part of it, but I'm gonna toss in and play the MLB on Fox.
Yeah, this is really good.
It's so good, and it also
and it has Cletus.
And it has Cletus, and it does the little like hit at the end where it hits like the football theme.
Yep.
It goes da na na na.
Really good. I forgot about this one. Yeah.
It's so good.
Now, one I will give a shout out to is the old Baseball Tonight theme on ESPN. No, that's Road to the Final Four. If I heard it, I would know it. But
all roads lead back to the Final Four.
But, if you heard the old Baseball Tonight theme, you'd remember it. It's good. That was like you're gonna see some web gems here
with Peter Gammons.
Yeah, and Peter Gammons and his Twitter account he doesn't know how to use. Time to go tweet some gibberish.
The only criticism, I mean, you might disagree with this. I miss Joe Buck on baseball.
Agreed. I think Joe Buck. I think people just got sick of Joe Buck because I think also Joe Buck got sick of Joe Buck.
He did.
And I think he really admitted it. Like,
yeah,
But I think
I'm a big Joe Buck fan.
me too. I think Joe Buck calls a great game. I think a lot of people started hating on Joe Buck after the 16 World Series. And I think that's just because Joe Buck got kind of bored of baseball. And like, truthfully, you're never gonna make people happy after a 108-year drought, like, of winning a World Series. Like,
Yeah.
it's simply like no matter what you say isn't gonna capture the moment. So the best thing to say is probably nothing. But like, he didn't do that, and it was fine.
Yeah.
So
It was also that was such a weird game.
that was a weird game. Top of the 47, sun engulfing the world. Like,
I mean, it had that crazy rain delay and extra innings.
lightning bolts. Yeah, I mean that's the day the world ended. If you're asking.
You're in Cleveland.
Yeah, well, that's the worst part of it. If you
Like,
find, do you think
who's
Joe
gonna be
Buck wants
happy?
to go to Cleveland ever? That's why
Yeah.
that's why the Browns are never in prime time.
Right.
He doesn't
Well,
want to go to
that-
Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for doing this. This
Well,
was
thank you for joining me on Mike Likes Sports. This was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
We love it.
You can find me on Derek Likes Sports when my voice comes back.
You can find
and,
him at the Department of Health and Human Services. I do actually have some. When is this coming out?
Please plug. Please plug away. Yeah, it's a great question of when it's coming
Before the
out.
28th of April.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, cool.
If it's after the 28th of April and this is coming out, I'm sorry. Something
It's
horrible
okay.
has happened to me. This is
If
developed in
you-
a full-blown...
If you live in the central New York area and enjoy trivia and baseball, I am running a trivia night over at the Syracuse Mets ballpark on April the 28th. Tickets are going to be, I think, $25 for that. You will need a ticket to come in. It's during the game. We run a trivia game during the Mets game. It's down in like their Ritzy Titsy Premium Club. We run a trivia game. The winning team that night will walk home with a gift certificate for a night in a luxury suite later on in the season with a food and beverage package. So if you are so inclined, please come hang out with me there that night. Otherwise, follow me for bad takes at themikeheld.bsky.social. Really great takes about the world. All sorts of good stuff going on over there. Like my recent take of finding a table at my office that said content table and posting. Gonna do some posts here.
That's good.
Those jokes and more, all for free, folks.
That's
So,
good. You know what? It's tough out there, and we need that kind of humor.
We gotta do more thinking about doing some content. So I'm
Yeah.
always thinking about content.
I am really passionate about content.
But this was fun. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you
And
had
we
fun.
will-
I had fun too.
I am glad to be a returning guest. So
Yeah, one of the few.
yes. Oh, and if you liked my music takes, there are 34 episodes of a podcast of me talking about Steely Dan. It's called Time Out of Mind. You can find that wherever podcasts are sold.
Right.
If you want it, my co-host and I are always joking about bringing it back, and by joking I mean threatening.
When was the last episode put out? What was
Season
the-
3. So the history of this podcast is that we've done what we call 3 seasons. The first season was the first 29 episodes. Then we
Okay.
took a 4-month break and came back for season 2, which was 1 episode. And then we took a 2+ year break. No, about 19-month break. And then we came back for season 3, which was also 1 episode.
Amazing.
So season 4, you never know when it's going to come out. You never know when you're going to hear the next episode of Time Out of Mind, which according to my spreadsheet will be about the song. Oh, we recorded 2 more, it says here. Those never
Oh.
came out. Weird. Anyway, yeah,
Maybe-
but I think the next
Go check it
episode we
out.
do is called Pearl of the Quarter. If we ever get there. So
Go demand more Steely
no,
Dan.
you never know when it's
podcast.
going to come out. So
Tell John Mulaney about the Steely Dan
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
Get him on it.
yeah, we had a guest who appeared on an episode of a network television show, so that counts for something. Yeah,
All right. Hey,
real show. So
this is
thank
This
you,
is good.
thank you for having me. God
Yeah.
bless.
literally
Oh.
anytime.
Go Knicks, go Yankees, and Go
Yeah,
sports.
I'll have to get you back on to talk about James Dolan because that was a whole separate musical thing.
There is a whole Patreon exclusive episode when the Patreon launches that is all about Nick's adjacent music and specifically the music of James Dolan
That will do numbers.
when we
I'm
will
sure.
discuss the song I Should Have Known, and I'm not going to fill in any more details about that song.
It is about a
Not
infamous
great guy.
person from New York.
Yep. And which one? Gonna
Could
leave you
be any
guessing
of them.
here. So
Could be any of them. All right.
all right.
Well,
Thank you.
this is,
Thank
I
you,
think,
loyal
the 50th
listeners.
episode. This is the 50th episode of Derek Likes Sports.
You did it.
So
I
did
that's
it.
great.
And
Way to go.
yeah.
Congrats to you.
I've fulfilled the contract.
There you go. Amazon will be buying you out soon. Sam Altman.
But thank you for thank you for joining me on it. You can
Thank
follow
you.
it, subscribe, do all that stuff. I hate
Yes.
plugging stuff, but I'm doing it now.
Buy it.
All right.
Don't forget to slam that like button.
Slam it.
Like,
Hit the bell.
like,
Ring the bell.
subscribe, ring the bell, hype this video.
And that is it for today's episode. Thank you, Mike, for joining and suggesting this episode. It was a lot of fun to record, a lot of fun to put together. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to leave a positive review wherever you listen to your podcast. Leave a comment. Let us know of music and sports that we didn't talk about that you think is cool. We love that stuff. I think I'm going to put together like a Spotify playlist of the music that we talked about in the episode. And if I do, I'll put that in the description of the video and the podcast notes. So check that out if you're interested. And yeah, just please subscribe to the show, follow along, all that stuff. We have a lot of fun plans coming up in the next couple of months, and you won't want to miss them. You will not want to miss those. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.